You know, it's a story we've seen before. A long-lost father figure and mentor, once thought to have been burned to death in an inferno. Returning, attempting to kill those you hold affection for, and burning your hometown. At this point, it's just another day in Gintama. I wonder if Tsukio is immune from the curse that befalls every other Gintama character. Maybe the author just has a soft spot for her. One way to find out, and if this arc actually ends nicely. Or with a sacrifice or two. We were shown this at the... Oh. No wonder this is all kind of monochrome with the splatter background. Is there anyone else who could nonchalantly just munch on some grub in the middle of a battlefield? That sword has seen better days. I like the styling of this little chapter. If he's so kind of unstable as to almost fall over from that, then you need some more food. Would you turn your back on a stranger kid living on a battlefield, stealing from corpses? But I guess what a better way to enroll someone to be your student. But that little element there, basically being a animated pen and ink, was quite striking. Especially getting through to the point that this is a flashback reminiscent type scene. And how long before we get to see... I don't know if his name is Benizura or if that's just the name of the arc. Maybe I should check up on that. But him or the pirate captain, or some of the other characters who've been sidelined for quite a while. And he's Kagura and Tai gonna be angry at him that he's moving around while injured. Because he has things he wants to protect. And she has made that list. Or at least the Yoshiwara has, and she's part of it. Dying seems like too much effort. Nice. Wouldn't it be best to leave? Yeah, if they all did converge on one location, it wouldn't be hard to find. Clean yourself up, sure. He already failed before, so this one is gonna be the comeback fight. The exact different mythology than her teacher. As aloof as Gintoki does seem, he does have very emotive times, doesn't he? Does that mean that Gintoki's now become his obsession? No, I'd put that down to you. Wow. You know when Gintoki's in the zone. I wondered what that was. It's like places for all of his kunai. Just leave everyone else alone. You, that would be the reason for that. The flashback sequence. Gintoki's adherence to his teacher. Yep, the hunter has become the hunted. And the fact that he does all of this with a wooden sword. Is this one of those? I can't remember, I don't think it's the first time, but rare times where Gintoki is actually calling for someone's death. I do like the animation style where it's showing that he's really fast by showing you the after images. No. to use... Using his own threads against him. Very nice. But defend, yeah. And there's no escape either, because he's pulled him in close. So he can't use that speed advantage. Because he got a bit egotistical, thinking everyone else is lower than him. It's also a lot harder to give up when you have people you want to protect. Or at least doing it on someone else's behalf. Wow. Cutting through him, just calling him a coward. He's far weaker than everyone else who has to actually go through those elements. He was just a small, petty man. Is this where the other... No? Okay. I thought the other side of his mask was going to crack. It's time to get out of here. You have no power here. Turning his own scary metaphor around on him. He's going to turn it on himself. Or she does it for him. No music, no nothing. the combination of the whispered talk to the low grumble when it breaks through. I mean, I'm not sure why you're trying to show that off as a big revelation. He was just trying not to get involved. Is this a tragic past coming to light? And the fact that he's been making sure that he doesn't have to have the pain of losing people, I can kind of guess where this is going since we were shown the grave. And the pieces fall together. But like I said, even with this, it doesn't exonerate him from everything that he's done. You didn't have to make that your point. Sure, it definitely gets it across, but so was it all an act to be the bad guy so that she would attack him? Yep. Strength in his skills and in his weaponry, but no emotional strength. Seems like a very roundabout way of getting it all done, though. One would usually be proud of your descendants, of your students. You could have just dropped in and said hi. You didn't have to kidnap and kill. Well, I do suppose it would be hard to change an entire way of life. But for him to divulge all of this, sure, it's on his deathbed, but it's a little bit of growth. Oh, I thought it was lifting him up by the wound. Mm. And the stern look that Gintoki's had the entire time there has softened. And to someday surpass. Beautiful. Can he now be satisfied? I wonder how close to home that hits with Gintoki, because I'm not sure entirely on the story behind that one. But we know him, Katsura, and Eye Patch were all students. And we know that Gintoki has fought in the Amanto War and many other battles, but to see him scavenge to survive. No wonder he wants to take it easy and just read Jump every now and again. How many are going to be buried by the end of Gintama? And are any of them, instead of being supporting characters of people's backstories and like familial relations, are there going to be any main characters? That would be a shake-up. Especially as we all kind of love to hate them all. There's actually, a resolution chapter afterwards? So now we've gotten through the fighting, it's... I wonder how much of it is because this is a shonen type show, and how much is actually deep-seated into Japanese society. How no one can ever resolve anything through talking about it. You know, showing emotions and all that is But if that teacher hadn't taken the stroll along to the fight all those years ago and lending Kentucky a sword, where would he be now? Would he still be the man he is today? Just how much of him was melded by his sensei? But as you probably saw in that little preview, this isn't the last in this arc. So, since we're all coming down from our respective highs of seeing that, well, actually, probably mixed feelings, grab yourself another drink because there's more. Grab yourself another drink because we're not done yet. There's no real way to escape. And even after all of this time and the dumb poop jokes and whatnot, Gintama still manages to pull out interesting art stylings and visuals and ways of representing, I guess, emotional trauma. So you may want to see more. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, get yourself some rest though. If you want to help raise and mould my channel into what it will be, then consider joining onto my Patreon. All I ask is you don't come back many years from now and show utter disappointment as to what I have become. But before that future, I need to thank Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Dynamite1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Dark Shadow 7899, and everyone else. Because you really have helped me out.